Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to add fractions, and I'm going to show you the strategy utilizing a box method. I really like it. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you have paper, pencil, eraser, calculator, and are you ready to go? Okay, here we go. You'll notice that I have three problems for you. The first one, 2/5 plus 1/4. The second one, 1/3 plus 3/8. The third one, 3/4 plus 2/5. Okay. The strategy is called the box method because we're going to utilize boxes. I'm going to put the equal sign, and my answer is going to be a fraction, so that's going to be my fraction bar. Okay. In the numerator, I'm going to write 2 boxes. Denominator, 1 box. How many boxes do you see? 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. I want you to notice right now that the operation in this problem is addition. So I'm going to put addition in the numerator. Okay. Now you're saying, well, what are we going to do, Mr. Fuentes? Well, we need to fill in the boxes. I want you to know that in this bottom box, the denominator, I will always multiply. Multiply your denominators, 5 times 4, and your answer is 20. You will always get the answer to this box by multiplying your denominators. 5 times 4, in this case, 20. Now, if you say, well, Mr. Fuentes, what about the box on the upper right-hand corner? Well, I'm going to multiply again. But notice the arrow. What direction? How am I multiplying? Diagonally and over to the right. 5 times 1, boys and girls, 5. Guess what we're going to do for our last step, boys and girls, to fill in this box? Multiply diagonally to the right to get the right box. You're right. Multiply diagonally to the left. 2 times 4. What is it? Absolutely. 2 times 4 is 8. Now, if you're saying, Mr. Fuentes, what do I do now? I have 8 plus 5. Well, you know what 8 plus 5 is. 8 plus 5 is 13. What's your denominator? That doesn't change. 20. Guess what, you guys? We're finished. Now, I have a question for you. Are we? Look at your final answer, 13/20. If this cannot be simplified or reduced anymore, then you are done. If you can reduce it, then reduce it. I'm going to leave that check for you. Okay? Take 13/20, see if you can reduce it. And if you're not sure how to reduce it, there's a video in the Google Classrooms under Fuentes' videos that I created that will show you how to reduce any fraction. Deal? That's it for the first one. Number 2, what do we have? 1/3 plus 3/8. I'm going to write my fraction bar because when I add fractions, I'm going to get a fraction answer. And boys and girls, that fraction bar on top, how many boxes am I going to draw? 2. How many boxes on the bottom? 1. Always 1. Now notice, what's my operation? We're adding. So what am I going to write between these 2 boxes? Correct, addition. Now, if you remember, I want to fill in my lower box. What do? To fill in this box, you will always multiply your denominators. 3 times 8, 24. What box am I pointing to? The upper left. How do I get the number to fill in the box in the upper left-hand corner, boys and girls? I multiply diagonally to the left. 8 times 1, 8. How do I get the number to fill in for the box on the right? Absolutely. What do? You're going to multiply what 2 numbers? 3 and 3. Did we fill in our boxes? Yes. On the top, what do we get? 8 plus 9, 17. Denominator, 24. Question, are we done? If this final fraction, boys and girls, cannot be reduced, you are done. But if you're not sure, then try reducing it. I'll leave this for you. And again, if you're not sure, there's a video in Google Classrooms under Fuentes' videos that should be able to help you. Okay? I hope you find this super easy. I'm going to take my third problem. 3/4 plus 2/5. I'm adding two fractions. I expect a fraction answer. There's my fraction bar. How many boxes on the top? 2. How many boxes on the bottom? 1. What's my operation? Addition. Boys and girls, I want to fill in the bottom box. Where do I go? Correct. I'm going to take my denominators and I'm going to multiply. 4 times 5 is going to be 20. My job now is to fill in my 2 boxes on top. The upper left hand corner, I'm going to multiply these two numbers, but notice how I'm going to multiply. 5 into 3. 5 times 3 will give me 15. I'm sure you know the answer already for that last box. What do I do? Correct. I'm going to multiply the 4 and the 2. But notice how I'm multiplying diagonally this way. 4 times 2, 8. I'm sure you're super good at adding. Well, question. My denominator is already 20. I'm just going to rewrite it. But on the top, 15 and 8 is how much? 23. Now, notice that the answer for this one is a little bit different. Number 1, proper fraction. The numerator is smaller than the denominator. Number 2, proper fraction. The numerator is smaller than the denominator. What about this one? If it's top heavy, if the numerator is larger than the top, you are expected to divide. This means 20 into 23. How many 20s fit into 23? 1. Subtract. Is 3 smaller than your 20? You're done. You can write 3, your remainder over your divisor 20. Boys and girls, 23 over 20 simplifies to this mixed fraction. Have you done this before with Miss Pantoja or in 6th grade? And if not, we'll practice this some more. Deal? I hope you enjoyed the box method. And it will save you time. But the only thing about the box method is when you get your answer, chances are you probably are going to have to reduce or simplify some more. Thank you, boys and girls. See you soon.